One drone, one battery, one location. This is the one challenge with my DJI Mini 3 Pro. What's going on? Brett Garamella here, and today I am in downtown Austin, one location, and I'm going to fly my Mini 3 with one battery because I don't have any other batteries. I only have this battery. I'm still waiting on the Fly More kit. We're gonna do this experiment, kind of like a challenge for myself. I'm gonna just fly on this one battery, and this is just the normal battery. As you can see, this is the 249 gram battery. It's not gonna last as long, so it will put me to the test, more of a challenge, but I like challenges. So we're gonna see how I do with the Mini 3 in this location. And when I'm done filming with this battery, then I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna edit the video in one day, and I'm only gonna do 1 minute. So it's all about the limitation of having one for everything. And by the way, this is my first time flying in downtown Austin, just moved here. I don't really know where to fly. I'm able to fly here. I'm in this park. So I don't really know where the best spots to fly are. I don't really know the downtown and all these buildings. So I'm gonna be discovering this along with you. So obviously I'm not gonna go over my entire flight. I'm just gonna go over some of the highlights because otherwise this video will be forever. So these are just some of the highlights from this video off of this one battery shooting the downtown. So we'll see how it goes. Now let's get into it. So I'm just gonna take off, and I'm flying in D-Cine-like mode. I kind of like that all pets on a leash thing there. So I like having something in the foreground, gives a little perspective, and I'm just gonna go up. I'm just gonna move it up. I'm also gonna tilt the gimbal down as I go up. So I'm tilting the gimbal down ever so slightly, and it gives that like parallax effect. This could be the beginning of my video perhaps. I'm shooting 4K 60 frames per second, by the way, so I can speed it up or slow it down. There's nothing behind me, so I know I'm safe going back. I'm gonna go back and just get that nice shot of the entire skyline. And having buildings, other objects in the foreground adds a little more depth to it. Like that shot. Tilted down slightly, but seems to be okay. Now I'm going to get a shot just going forward, maybe a little bit around. So I'm gonna, with the right joystick, I'm gonna press to the right, and then also flying in normal mode, by the way. Press to the right, and then with the left joystick, a little bit to the left. So I get that kind of movement in my shots. I like having that movement. Again, I'm shooting at 60 frames per second, so I can speed it up or slow it down. Kind of like that shot. This building looks like a sailboat or something. Looks pretty cool. Now I don't have ND filters. Can't change my aperture, so that's unfortunate. Increase my shutter speed ever so slightly. I don't like to do that, but now I'm at 1/160th of a second, shooting at 60 frames per second. I'm just gonna go forward. Why don't we just go into the city so we can get a shot into the city? And I'm not flying that fast. Right near a power plant too, so I don't want to get too close to that. You're not going to be able to slow it down if you shoot at 24 or 30 frames per second. So that's what I'm doing right now. All right, so now I'm getting this weird looking ramp here. Let me just go down. So I'm pressing down with my joystick, and with my left hand I'm pressing over. I like to get some movement into the shots. So I'm going pretty fast actually. All right, so I got 64% battery life. Still good with the battery life. Feels really good. I like the Mini 3. This is my first time flying it. Has a really nice feel to it. Does not feel like a mini drone, I have to say. Feels pretty great in the hand. So let's just go over this bridge again and into... Now I'm just moving around, getting this movement shot over the trees and towards the downtown along that bridge. All right. Just kind of a movement shot, get a little movement. I might be able to add that to the mix. Again, I'm not gonna fly this very far because I'm in the city, so I wanna be safe. So a lot of these shots are parallax movements. That building's really cool to the left right there. That's, I don't know what you call that. And again, I have time constraints, so I'm not doing my best shooting here because I didn't even plan this out. I'm just kind of randomly shooting. Why don't we just do an up and then go down with the gimbal? So I'm gonna go up like this. To get a shot of the city. Alright, so I'm at the maximum flight altitude, so I can't fly higher than this. It's a nice shot here with the two bridges in the city. We could get now just going back. I think it might be better going back because we'll get the bridges and then we'll also get the entire skyline. So I'm just holding that down, get the entire skyline right there. Alright, that's pretty nice. I like that shot. Beautiful day, beautiful skyline, and that could be the ending of the film. Let's see what else. We got 40% battery life. So let's get a close-up shots just down low. Maybe we could get down low, get this little parallax action going down here. These boaters or whoever they are, get some of these boat guys, these kayakers. Can't talk and fly at the same time. like that. That parallax is pretty cool. Just pan up with this guy. Sometimes it's nice just to pan. You don't have to move anything. So just panning up, getting the skyline like that, it's nice. So I don't have much battery life left. You could just pan down too. So I'm just panning down. I believe it's kayakers. They're going fast. And I'm just panning down and getting that shot. Perfect. Now, we don't have much battery life left. Got to get it back soon. I got 34%. I'm just gonna try to get a couple shots going over these bridges really quickly. I'm worried about losing signal strength, but it seems pretty good. Kind of shocked actually how good it is. Trying to get close to the cars, but the bridges without getting ridiculous, you know? Panning down ever so slightly. And I think that's it, guys. That's it for whatever the heck I'm gonna get off this one battery. Nearing an end here. I do want to kind of get this circle here. So I'm gonna just get a top-down shot real quick. This thing is pretty cool. Circular, it kind of has a unique shape. So what I'm gonna do is just go up. I'm gonna do a spinning move, but I'm just gonna go up with the joystick. Yeah, that's about it. Just getting that cool shot right there. All right, that's as high as I can go. All right, I gotta land my drone. I'm gonna get a shot of me in the park. There I am. Alrighty. So that was it. Now it's time to go edit. All right, so I edited the 1 minute clip this afternoon. So now let's go take a look at it. All right, so what do you think? For that final version, I added one of my cinematic LUTs over the final 1 minute edit, so it would have a little more saturation and contrast to it and have more of a finished type of look. And if you're interested in that LUT, it's in my DJI Drone Pro course, and I show you exactly how I apply it, how I use it and change it. And this was my DJI Natural Pro LUT, which you can find in the links below. Of course, that helps out my channel, so I appreciate it. And the main thing I got from doing this challenge that I invented is that there's liberty in limitation. Oftentimes as creative people, we want to make it perfect. We want to plan everything out and have everything look just perfect. And obviously I could have done a lot of things better in this video, but just having one battery in one location and just shooting it, now I have a piece of content that I could show for real estate, maybe tourism or other companies downtown if they want to see some footage of Austin or this area. Now I have a 1 minute video to show. I could put it on social media, etc. So only having one battery actually was an advantage for me because I didn't overthink it, and I learned a lot about my skills in the moment, how to do something spontaneously, and now I can have more confidence in future shoots where maybe I'm not as prepared as I'd like to be, but I know that I can just kind of wing it on the fly and still come up with something good. So I just drove downtown, I just picked that park randomly, okay, and I just had that battery and I just started flying and making it up on the fly. So I didn't have any music picked out. I just picked out some music this afternoon and edited that 1 minute clip and just put it together. Now obviously the movements, everything could be better, but I learned from that, and I also just learned that now I have something to show off in my portfolio. So I hope this inspired you to go out there and shoot and create something, whether you've been putting something off and you think the next piece of gear or something else will help you out. The gear is an important part of what we do, but what's more important is you make the best use of what you have. So go out there and do that. So even filming this video was a challenge because I'm staying at an Airbnb because the place I'm moving in isn't ready till next week. So I wasn't able to sit down at my desk because there's a lot of noise inside the Airbnb because there's other people in there, the owner of the house. So I found this place, which I think is pretty beautiful. So in short, make use of what you have. Hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed flying the DJI Mini 3 Pro. I'll put links down below in the description for that. If you want to see more videos like this, leave a comment below. I like to do it with other drone pilots and creative people as well. So I appreciate you hanging out with me. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm Rick Aramella, and remember, fly like a pro.